Freestyle is very, very important to me. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I really, really want everything to work out great, and I'm very happy with the way things have gone so far.
This is crazy.
What was that?
I love this too, because recognizing time trouble, look at that clock ticking down for Gukesh. You're just forcing him to consider something entirely different.
Wow, he is about to make a new queen. He finds an incredible move.
Oh,
this is over.
Goodness. What a brilliancy. Oh my goodness.
Double exclamation mark.
Phenomenal find here.
And he's got 9 seconds to find that move. And he doesn't. Those are some boss vibes from Keymer. I would be shocked if he doesn't play this. I mean, everything about him is screaming that that's about to happen on the board. Look at Prague. He knows it. This is all over. It's a brilliancy on the board.
An opening. No! I said it at just the wrong moment.
Oh my goodness.
Does Magnus Carlsen have a win right now?
What? He's got many
wins.
We inch ever closer.
And there you have it. Magnus about to win the Paris Slam. And
there it is. He's championed the format, and now he crowns himself champion here in Paris, France. Your second champion on the 2025 Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour is none other than the world #1, Magnus Carlsen.
I'm very, very satisfied with being able to seal the win with, I think, a very clean performance. I was focused, played very sound chess, and just didn't give him any chances.
Paris, a city famous for its art, architecture, and history. But these 8 days in April are not about painting or music. It's about chess. But not just any chess, freestyle chess. A game that changes everything, a game that puts intuition above preparation and makes improvisation the highest discipline. 12 of the best chess players in the world come together at the Pavillon Chesnay du Roi in the Bois de Vincennes, an elegant retreat on the edge of the metropolis. Among them, world champions, shooting stars, and legends of the game. They will be playing for the champion's title of the Grand Slam Tour, Paris 2025, and prize money totaling $750,000 US. Freestyle chess forces the players to start from scratch every day. No prepared openings, no memorization. Before each game, a new, randomly determined starting position. 960 possible variations, and only 10 minutes to prepare together. White with white, black with black. Many use this short time to exchange ideas and to get in the mood for the unknown. Paris, once the playground of great masters such as Alekhine and Capablanca, is once again becoming the center of chess.
It's a great feeling. I certainly hope that Paris is going to be a regular stop for these freestyle events.
It's a fantastic venue, and Paris is really beautiful in this weather.
Before the first move is made, all attention is focused on the stars of the tournament. The content day in Paris brings a packed schedule. Players move from one interview to the next, pose for official portraits, and face a constant flurry of flashing cameras. Each of the 12 players is put in the spotlight individually. The chess world is watching closely, and everyone wants to know something special about the stars. The top 3 from the opening tournament in Weissenhaus, Germany, redefine their goals for Paris. Vincent Keymer, the surprising winner of the last Grand Slam, is focused and modest.
I'm going to give my absolute everything to perform as good as possible and play good games and hopefully even win. But that's not something I expect or feel the pressure to do.
Fabiano Caruana, who narrowly missed out on victory recently, appears relaxed and confident. He says he's in a good mood and hopeful to play well. The greatest of all time, Magnus Carlsen, only came third and has a clear goal for Paris.
I think even though I didn't win the tournament, I'm happy with a lot of the way I played in Weissenhaus. I felt that I learned a lot as well, so I have the goal here to learn even more and to play a little bit better, but most of all, just to delve into the intricacies of the 960 different positions that we might get.
The tournament begins. 2 days of rapid chess in everyone against everyone mode. 11 rounds, 10 minutes thinking time plus 10 seconds per move. If you make a mistake here, you hardly have time to correct it. 6 rounds are played on the first day. The tension is palpable. And one player is an early talking point. Nodirbek Abdusattorov, 20 years old, from Uzbekistan. He wasn't actually on the start list. Hans Niemann's withdrawal has opened the door to Paris for him.
I was really surprised. Suddenly, organizers contacted me and asked me if I'm available for this tournament, so I was really happy. I'm here and it was a great experience.
Nodirbek not only brings talent with him to Paris, but above all, enthusiasm.
I like the complexity of the freestyle chess because you need to have a imagination and you have to create sort of your own openings, and it's very rich and it's very exciting.
4 wins, 2 draws. At the end of day 1, Nodirbek is on top. A start that could give him a tailwind for his big goal.
My biggest dream is to become a champion. It's extremely tough because you have so many young players also. They're all very strong and you have extremely high competitiveness in any tournament. It's a challenge that you have to pass.
But he is not alone at the top of the table. Magnus, initially reserved, finds his rhythm and defeats the reigning world champion Gukesh Domarashu in round 4.
I am just super tired, but obviously I'm very happy with the score. Some days you just have to fight through.
Magnus, multiple world champion and exceptional player, sails confidently through the preliminary round. Nodirbek, on the other hand, only manages 1 win on day 2. But thanks to his impressive start on day 1, he also secures a place in the knockout stage. For Fabiano, the tournament is beginning like a nightmare.
I'll just take it one step at a time. I'll try to make it past the group stage into the quarterfinals. I think it's more difficult than in Germany because we have more players and there's the same amount of spots making it.
3 defeats at the start.
Of course, if the first day doesn't go well, then you get into kind of, you need to have a really good second day and you get into a bit of panic maybe. But I hope I'll play well. I'm in a good mood.
He fights and saves himself with a mixed record in the top 8. A young player who, at least on paper, has already reached the very top, caused a big surprise on the first 2 days. Gukesh, 18 years old, reigning world champion. A title that represents the ultimate goal for many.
I mean, the World Championship is one step towards a long journey. There is a lot more to achieve and lot more scope for me to improve my game. If World Championship is the end, it would be quite boring.
But he is not without his faults.
I guess sometimes I overthink. Like many games, I get into time trouble, which is one of the known weaknesses.
Time trouble is his undoing. One mistake in the opening is enough. In the end, Gukesh misses out on the top 8, a setback.
In chess, it's kind of underestimated that to go to the game or generally during the tournament to be in a good mood or have a good feeling about the tournament, the situation in general is actually quite important.
The champion of the Weissenhaus Grand Slam remains calm despite his triumph. He knows that everything starts all over again in Paris. New opponents, new challenges.
Of course, it's a bit different feeling coming here knowing that I won the last event. It gives some confidence, but I'm very much aware that it's a completely new tournament. The players also changed, and it will be very difficult even to get into the top 8. I don't think my approach to this tournament will be much different. Also because I felt that, whatever I've been doing last time seems to have worked well.
But he has had a difficult time in Paris so far.
Chess is a brutal game. It's basically attacking the opponent and never letting go until you got what you wanted.
In the last round, he defeats Fabiano Caruana and qualifies for the knockout phase in 7th place with 5.5 points.
I'm really looking forward to playing freestyle classical matches again. I like it better than the rapid, and of course it's great that I don't have to play for 9th or 11th place, but can still fight for the top spots.
Fabiano can also continue to hope despite his defeat. With 4.5 points, it's just enough. Because Hikaru Nakamura wins the last game against Richard Rapport, who, due to this loss, doesn't make it into the top 8. The preliminary round of the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam in Paris ends after 11 rounds. 8 players remain in the race for the champion's title in Paris. The tournament continues for them in the knockout system. Magnus and Jan Nepomniachtchi are in the lead, but in direct comparison, Jan has the better accuracy and finishes the preliminary round in 1st place. That has an advantage. For the knockout stage, he gets to choose his opponent first. The system works as follows. After the preliminary round, the top 4 players each get to choose their quarterfinal opponent from places 5 to 8, and also decide which color they will play in the first of 2 quarterfinal matches. The first place chooses first.
So you will be one of the players tonight that the top 4 can choose from. In Weissenhaus, you were the first to be picked. You went on to win the tournament. Do you think you will be picked first again tonight, or they are not going to there?
I'm going to see.
We have a winner of the round robin. Jan Nepomniachtchi has won. First of all, congratulations.
The Russian chess grandmaster has the first pick and makes a choice not everyone would have made.
I pick Vincent. So you play Vincent? Yeah, I play. All right. So good luck with that one.
Why Vincent? Obvious, to become a champion, you have to be the previous champion, yeah?
The second place picks next. And so it proceeds until all pairings and colors are set. While the top 8 enter the knockout stage, the rest compete for places 9 to 12. The race continues for everyone.
Mr. Nakamura.
That's probably the best thing about chess, is that I can still go out, be a normal person, go shopping, do these sorts of things, and it's not guaranteed that someone will recognize me. It's nice to have a little bit of fame, but not be famous to the point where everybody recognizes me. In small doses, it's fine. So it's quite nice to sort of see some of the people, to see those who have followed me as a streamer, and just to meet them and at least know that there are fans out there. My name is Hikaru Nakamura. I play professional chess, and we're here to do some filming.
As a well-known streamer, Hikaru knows and loves interacting with his fans. And on day 3, the fans can get up close and personal.
I really appreciate you coming here and supporting us.
Initiator Jan Buttner makes a surprising decision and opens the doors to visitors on the 3rd day.
As you know me, we're always acting spontaneously, right? If there's 10 kids waiting there for an hour, giving us time and energy, and we want to show you around. And of course that made them happy.
It's not just the children who are happy. Many of the players also enjoy the interaction with their supporters. The closeness to the audience makes this day special. Then it gets serious. The knockout stage begins. With the switch to classical time control, things slow down. on the surface at least. But beneath that calm, tensions rise.
We are ready for the start of the quarterfinals. You may start the clocks. Good luck.
Eight players, one goal, the semi-finals.
Let's just key back into Magnus Carlsen versus Nodebek Abdusatorov. Once again, things aren't looking great here for Nodebek.
Magnus is the only player to win his first quarterfinal match against Nodebek.
I think my first 5-6 moves were pretty bad, and he really sold it a lot better than I did. After that, I took over and I played better, but it was very, very tough.
The other matches? High class, but without a decision. They all played to a draw. But one player in particular caused a stir today. Jan Nepomniachtchi, Nepo for short. The self-confident Nepo started playing chess at the age of 4. His grandfather, a passionate chess enthusiast, introduced him to the game. Back then, young Jan often struggled with time problems.
My coach, very strong Soviet and Russian international master, twice 2 times champion of Russia. He suggested me, okay, but you have 2 hours for the game, and it's quite a lot, but you try to play like if you have 1 hour, and if you need more time, then you use it like extra time, but normally 1 hour is also enough.
This advice has proven its worth. Today, Nepo is known for his speed. He rarely spends more time than necessary, and for finding dubious ideas. During the joint preparation for today's round, Nepo surprises the group with a provocative pawn sacrifice.
Are you sure about the gambit? I'm not so far.
Yeah, in the worst case you get this cut on structure, like, quite nice.
A bold suggestion, which he doesn't even play himself. But others go along with it.
Sometimes certain people have some outsized influence, and in today's case, I think we were looking at a couple moves, and we were unsure about this about this e4 move, and then Nep's like f5, takes g6, knight g6, black's great. Develop your pieces. You're winning. Computer says is always great. And then I played it very early. I was upset, and I wanted to kill someone, or maybe kill Nepo specifically, because I just thought I was going to lose a game because of what he said.
He saw your position and he realized what he had done.
After an intense day of fan meetings and a nerve-wracking nail-biter, Hikaru is clear. The goal is the semi-finals. But the way there leads via Arjun Erigaisi.
Whoever comes up with the best plans of the board should win, and I'm really looking forward to it. You can't really predict, but if I make it to the top 4 and I have a chance to win the event, I'll be pretty happy.
Day 4, Decision Day. Who will make it to the semifinals? Caruana wins confidently against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Carlsen secures his place in the last 4 with a draw against Abdusatorov.
Nodebek really put the pressure on, but again, they say tactics and attack, it wins you the beauty prize, but it's defense that wins you championship, and Magnus just did that to absolute class.
2 days in a row, I felt so clueless, not figuring it out at all. And then when we get to like a faster phase, then I actually play well. So I think he did a fantastic job today, putting a lot of pressure on me. I don't know how, but somehow I escaped.
Nakamura also survives his second game, this time without drama. The most fiercely contested match of the day, Nepomniachtchi versus Keymer. The winner of this clash will face Nakamura in the semifinals.
If I had to pick someone, I would say Nepo, simply because Vincent has had a lot of experience playing these events. So I guess from that standpoint, since it's classical, I would prefer probably to play Nepo. If I could get it to like a rapid, then I'd prefer Vincent. Let's put it that way.
After 2 tense draws in the classical games, the match moves into the tiebreak. With the black pieces, Vincent surprises not only on the board, but also on the clock. He outpaces speed specialist Nepo and secures a commanding win in the first rapid game. A draw in the second game is all he needs. He calmly defends his lead and advances to the semifinals.
Do you think at the next tournament the players will stop picking you first?
Yeah, I think by now we might be at that point. I think, I hope so.
Carlsen, Caruana, Nakamura, and Keymer. These are the semi-finalists in Paris. Among the players who did not make it into the top 4, Maxime's defeat is particularly painful. He had hoped for a better result in his home match in Paris.
Some moments I just missed some good moves from Fabi, and it became tough. I tried what I could. It didn't pan out expectedly.
In the lower bracket, Richard and Prak emerged as the winners and will compete in the coming days for 9th place. After day 4, it is now unmistakably clear who will be the first to exit the tournament. Gukesh and Vidit share 11th place, a tough blow for the reigning world champion.
Again, a very bad tournament. At least compared to Weissenhaus, I won like 3 games. But okay, clearly need to improve in this format.
For Vidit, the result may be easier to digest. Just a few days before the tournament began, he got married, turning Paris into more than just a tournament venue for him.
To be honest, I was a bit distracted. I was not like completely in the mindset to play chess because wedding is a lot of emotions, and after that I was really looking forward to spending some time with her.
Together with his wife, he explores the city, savoring the little moments away from the chessboard. A special time in the city of love, despite a short-lived appearance at the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam.
Yeah, I was more than a little bit sad, but I really like the format of freestyle because it's really refreshing as a professional player to just go over the board and start thinking from move 1, which is rare in normal chess. It doesn't really happen.
This is my first time at a chess tournament, so it's very new to me. So I was kind of figuring out what all is happening there, and I really like how everything was managed. I'm not someone who follows chess, so it becomes easier if there is commentary for me. So overall, I loved it.
First day of the semi-finals and the first round are on. Four players, 2 games. Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano Caruana engage in a strategic duel at eye level. Neither risks too much, neither makes the decisive mistake. In the end, it's a fair draw.
At some point, I just started to get worse, so I was trying to already shut the game down at that point.
I mean, compared to yesterday, for instance, today I was kind of more focused on trying to be solid, simplify, and yeah, I did a much better job than I've done in some other black games where I've been in trouble. I think we're getting a lot better, yeah. I think we especially saw that in the rapid phase here, where we're still clueless at times, obviously, but especially the openings, we're doing a lot better.
The second semi-final game also remains without a winner. Vincent Keymer plays courageously against Hikaru Nakamura, but despite an active position, the game ends up in balance. It is Nakamura who offers a draw, and Keymer accepts.
That was just a big mess, which then kind of fizzled out into a draw. I think it was fighting, it sets a good mood for tomorrow, and my move queen e6 I think was like somewhere between very unnecessary and a big mistake. And after that, that was just a big mess. Knowing that my position should have been better at some point, I would have loved to push for more, but okay, sometimes that's the way it is.
It wasn't a great game, but I think a draw is always good in a match format.
The placement matches are about more than just prestige. No Dirbeck and Nepo show that they are far from being written off. Both win their matches and move closer to the game for 5th place.
I feel that my, general understanding of chess has improved since the first tournament, and I'm feeling more comfortable in the starting positions, and it's becoming easier to handle the first moves, and that's the feeling that I got playing freestyle.
The first semi-final matches have been played, balanced, controlled, still without a winner. But the decisions will be made the next day. Magnus Carlsen, Fabiano Caruana, Vincent Keymer, and Hikaru Nakamura will have to fight for a place in the final. A draw will not be enough for anyone. The ranking duels also remain exciting. It remains to be seen whether Arjun Erigaisi and MVL can fight their way back, or whether their opponents will use the advantage from the first leg to secure their places. Day 6 in Paris. Today will decide who makes it to the grand final and who has to fight for places. In the first semi-final rematch, Fabiano Caruana puts a strong position on the board, but under increasing time pressure, he makes a mistake. Magnus Carlsen remains focused. and seizes the opportunity.
I was a little bit up on time, so I thought I'll try and pressure him, try and make something happen quickly. And yeah, fortunately for me, it worked better than I could have imagined.
Magnus Carlsen is the first finalist of the Grand Slam Tour 2025 in Paris. In the second semi-final, Vincent Keymer once again plays at a high level, but in the end it is Hikaru Nakamura who prevails.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. It was a very interesting game. I mean, at some point, Vincent tried too hard. He played this H4 move, which I think was bad to begin with, but ultimately I was able to just play some good moves and get the win. It's nice, of course, to be in the final, but the job isn't done, so I have to play Magnus next. I mean, it's exciting to play Magnus. We've played a lot over our careers. We obviously played a Fischer Random match in 2018 in Norway, so I have a lot of experience against him. So yeah, just looking forward to it. Should be fun.
The El Chessico is perfect. Carlsen versus Nakamura, a duel of giants for the title. The finalists from Weissenhaus meet again in the match for third place, Keymer against Caruana. All eyes are on the first final day of the Grand Slam Tour Paris. The fans show their support and give their favorite players strength and motivation. The El Chessico begins. Carlsen versus Nakamura, a showdown between the world's top grandmasters for the trophy. In the final, Magnus Carlsen opts for an uncompromising approach. He plays b4 on move 4, an aggressive advance that immediately leads to a dynamic position. Nakamura defends long and precisely, until an inaccurate bishop maneuver tips the game.
An opening! No! I said it at just the wrong moment!
Oh my goodness!
He moves his bishop away. It's very unclear the point of that move.
Why would he not pick up that pawn?
Hikaru realizing now, he shook his head.
That was the moment. It was in his hands.
There was no reason to move that bishop.
It wasn't
makes
even
no sense.
This game, I mean, he literally...
Oh my goodness.
He was in such a tough spot the entire way. He held, he found his way back into it. He was right there.
And he knows it, and Magnus knows it as well.
Carlsen recognizes the opportunity and strikes.
Yeah, it feels great to win, of course. I think the game honestly was a bit similar to the one yesterday, that I had some very good phases and some very weak phases as well. In the end, he kind of made the last mistake. I thought it was a draw, and then he played bishop 8, which was shocking. I think his mind was pretty fried there as well at that point. A lot of tactical misses. It wasn't perfect, but it's a win.
While Magnus takes the first point in the final, Caruana controls the third-place match against Keymer and wins convincingly. And the tension is not only palpable on the boards, off them too. Jan Henrik Buttner, the founder of Freestyle Chess, follows the games with enthusiasm.
I couldn't be more happy. It's just so exciting, and especially like when you have really not draws, boring, exciting games, decisive games with like a scene where all our commentators started to scream, you know, when I was in front of the door. I said, what happened? So I had to later understand what really happened. I hope that everyone who did not win today or who lost today will win tomorrow, so that we're going to have an epic final day with a lot of rapid and blitz and maybe Armageddon decisive games.
Thank you.
Today is the moment of truth. With the first point in his pocket, Magnus needs only a draw. One more game stands between him and the title of Paris Freestyle Chess Grand Slam champion. But against a fierce opponent like Hikaru, there are no guarantees.
My position is very healthy. The one bishop that he will have left on an h1 is not super effective at the moment, and because it's sort of being blocked by my pawns and the other bishop, I can maybe trade off for a knight at some point. So I think I'm doing well, very, very solid, and yeah, it's up to him to try and create something.
While the tension builds in the final, Fabiano secures third place. After a win in the first game, a draw today is enough for him to secure bronze. In the meantime, Hikaru pushes for complications and looks for chances in a seemingly equal middle game. But Magnus stays undeterred and refuses all invitations for complications.
I don't think I really ever had anything special today. Maybe somewhere I was better, but if I'm better, it's like in the first couple of moves, so yeah, that's what it is.
Move by move, Magnus guides the game toward a textbook draw. With that, he secures the match 1.5 to 1/2 points.
We inch ever closer to our next champion here on the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour.
Draw offered. Magnus about to win the Paris Slam, and there it is.
He's championed the format, and now he crowns himself champion here in Paris, France. Your second champion on the 2025 Freestyle Chess Grand Slam Tour is none other than the world #1, Magnus Carlsen.
I would like to welcome the coach, Magnus Carlsen, up on stage.
He lifts the trophy and claims the $200,000 first prize. El Chessico has delivered on its promise. A glorious winner and a satisfied runner-up.
Looking at all my results, honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, mainly because freestyle finishing second is very acceptable. Before the tournament, if you told me I'd finish second, I'd be happy. I always try to look at things or try to be positive, and I mean, it's good, so I'm happy.
No, it feels great to win. I'm very, very satisfied with being able to seal the win today with, I think, a very clean performance. I was focused, played very sound chess, and just didn't give him any chances. So today I think I did everything as well as I could.
Paris has worked out spectacularly, and freestyle is a big movement. We think its fan engagement is great, so we will see if we can introduce even fans at the next events in terms of real audience.
Thanks to its success, freestyle chess keeps evolving beyond its classical roots. And the next stop will be Las Vegas, bigger than ever, with more top players, special side events, and for the first time, a live audience in the stands. How will the new format evolve under the neon lights of Vegas? Who will rise to the challenge on July's Freestyle Chess Grand Slam stage? And who will be the next Freestyle Grand Slam champion? As the lights dim on this chapter in Paris, a new journey begins in Las Vegas. The board is set, the pieces await, and the chess world will be watching.